So before I get into the dream, just wanted to put it out there in case anyone is wondering where the hell it is that I film these videos, a lot of them. And I do it at my current job. I've been here since July. There was a time where I was a very extroverted person. I was the life of the party, so to speak. I would be the guy in high school that got along with all the geeks and all the sports people and all the goth people and all of them. I would just get along with all of them. Over the years, doing jobs where I had to deal with a lot of people, became a lot more introverted. And not just socially outside, but even now, I'm not really much on Facebook anymore, which I used to be very active on. I'm very happy about that because that stuff is poison and unnecessary, in my opinion. It seems like it's just a revolving circle that goes nowhere. You go on social media and have an argument, and it's like these never ending loops of nonsense that never get solved. There's never a solution to anything. So, before July, I was making more money, so I took a pay cut to be at a place where I could be alone. And I am alone here 95% of the time. I have 100 acres, my little golf cart. I have a great view of the city and the blinking lights at night. I have gardens and water fountains. For all these years working stressful jobs one after the other, this particular one prior to this, I was with very wealthy people. Nothing against that, but I had a lot of first world problems to deal with, and it was a headache. It was driving me insane. I prayed to God. I told God, look, I need to be alone. Can't be a people person anymore. I just gotta be at a peaceful place. And I am. And I do meditate and pray here when I have an opportunity to do so. Now, I'm sure many of you out there can relate to this feeling of not not necessarily social anxiety, but just a feeling like you're an alien, perhaps. Like that the human race just doesn't compute anymore. Something just doesn't touch. Something isn't relatable like it once was. That is certainly the case with me. Increasingly more distant, and so on and so forth. But enough about that. I'm just glad to be here. Because oftentimes there's no peace at home, but there's peace here. And to get to my dream, this dream really bothered me. There is a current situation taking place in Armenia and Azerbaijan, a military conflict, and some sources even say that it's that there are incidents of a genocide taking place. And the usual story, the world doesn't give a shit. Just like they didn't give a shit about Rwanda in the 90s or Yugoslavia or Northern Ireland. It's like typical story. Well, few people care about Armenia right now. Let me tell you how this relates to the dream, though. Um, I was at a location I was unfamiliar with. It looked like a large dirt lot with like a house on it, like a house standing on an open field. There was a family there. There was like a teenage girl. There was a mother. She looked like she was in her 40s, and I remember she had black curly hair. And there was a father who looked older, like he was probably in his 50s. And I believe there was also a grandmother or grandfather there. They were always in my periphery, so I wasn't able to see them that clearly, and they never spoke. So the one that kept trying to give me her attention was the mother. She kept asking me like for directions. She said, "I'm lost. I need to find my home." She said, "Can you help us?" And then her daughter would approach me, and she would say the same thing. "Can you help us? We don't know where we are. Something happened to us." And so I very clearly and distinctly remember asking her where they were from. I noticed an olive complexion to their skin. They looked somewhat, I would say, Middle Eastern in appearance, kind of black hair. They responded that they were from Armenia. And then they proceeded to show me injuries that they received on their bodies. And I would look at them. I was like so confused the entire time. I'm like, who are these people? Why are they approaching me? Like, why am I supposed to know where their home is? And it seems like that conversation just kept going. Where's our home? How do we get there? That was the end of it. I don't really remember much after that. Kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? We do know hundreds of people have been killed there, perhaps thousands. We do know that this is possibly a gateway to a third world war, which I do fully suspect to occur. This nonsense that we've seen in January was just a circus act. It was just a show. It was a peace and safety security bullshit show. What meanwhile they're preparing for the big kahuna, in my belief. I hope I'm wrong. But we are coming up on that time frame, one of them that I've been looking at, which would be in November. How it plays out, I don't know. But either way, it's just not looking good. It's not looking good. And the dream of the blackout comes to mind that I described in the previous video. I seldom recall ever having a dream about a power outage or a blackout. I mean, I have before, but it must have been a long time ago. And there was no context to that dream. Why I was told to drive to San Francisco. What was I supposed to do there? When I got there, it was completely dark and dead, like a ghost town. And I crossed the Golden Gate Bridge as I was asked to do. And I just stood there. There was nothing to it. Left me with more questions than answers. I do know the symbolic meaning of the Golden Gates, meaning the Golden Gates to the spirit world. You know, San Francisco is the symbolic gateway. So the ocean is the spirit world that's on the opposite side of the Golden Gate Bridge. You enter the earth through the Silver Bridge, which is the Bay Bridge on the other side of Oakland there. Then you exit through the Golden Gate to the ocean, and the ocean being the spirit world. That's kind of maybe what I thought it could have been. Having said that, I'm going to leave you off with one more thing. I don't take sides with Azerbaijan or Armenia. I've known Armenian people and Azeri people in my life. I don't know much about their conflict there, but I do know one thing that is repulsive, that there was a propaganda music video made about the Azeri army, and it's a heavy metal music video. which is odd. I'm going to share it in the comments and the description below. If you guys watch it, I would love to know what you think. I'm sure it's going to remind you of North Korea in metal form. Alright, peace out.